We are so excited. Our Borough President Donovan with the data that is out right now in New York City on the state of tech in New York City, our kids, our brown and black residents are sitting at the very bottom of that tech ecosystem. And so today is a day that we open up opportunity and access. That means giving kids the opportunity to learn about things like agentic AI, quantum computing, the importance of the scalability and power and sustainability and clean energy right here at this tech fair. So we have workforce, we have skills building, we have job opportunities, we have everything you need in order to sustain your access in tech and innovation. We are very excited about our Global Tech and Innovation Center that will be built. We have a groundbreaking in March and the opening in September in Long Island City at the same land site that Amazon actually identified. And so this is a real opportunity for us and our partner Pursuit to be able to offer even larger scopes of work on the wealth building end of things, hyper-focused on seed and Series A tech entrepreneurs. Exciting to be here.
So hello, my name is Tenzin Daso, and hi, I'm Namgyal Doma, and yeah, we're part of a team called Mechatronics 13368, and we're under the NYC First Company, which basically is a challenge that we give out every year. It has a different game, and the game this year is essentially to take these balls and shoot them out into different towers. And yeah, we're under FTC, under the NYC First, which is from all ages 12 to 18. Basically, how our robot works is these wheels over here are able to intake the ball. So if the ball goes towards it, these wheels will spin around and intake the ball. Then we get over to this level, which is the same thing over here. It'll intake the ball smoothly, which is into this wheel, and then finally this is the last wheel. So once it gets all the way up here, this wheel will move at about 6,000 RPM or 6,000 rotations per minute to essentially shoot out the ball at the end. If Safa wants to demonstrate it. Okay, so watch out, the balls are gonna shoot out now. So yeah, that's essentially how it works. It travels through these basically these roll of wheels to shoot out, and that's essentially how we score points within our game.
So we're Willie Mae Rock Camp, and we provide free music and STEM arts education for girls and gender-expansive youth. Usually a lot of youth don't get access to our equipment synthesizers until they're in college level. So our studio space is a place where they're able to learn and find out like how to make music.
So these are mini ones.
Yeah, we have mini camps. So when school is not in session, that's when we have students over. And we also have after-school programs. And everything is free.
We're Alpha Point. We are the largest employer of visually impaired and blind persons in New York City, and we're proud to be there. On our display, some of our products that we produce, but our main focus and main motive is to have visually impaired persons an opportunity where we can teach them skill sets to contribute to the manufacturing forum of New York, acclimate them back into society to have them part of the work environment. And we are proud to be suppliers of a lot of federal and state agencies with janitorial products, the federal government for military apparels and military uniforms, and happy that theirs are all made by blind and totally blind and visually impaired persons.
We are Alpha Point. I'm the HR manager, and this is my colleague. She works in the rehab. She's an administrative person at Alpha Point. So basically, we're a visually impaired and totally blind organization. So the majority of the people that we hire are either blind or visually impaired. So a lot of the display that we have here on the table are made by the individuals who work for this company. So in addition to that, we also have a rehabilitation sector of our business that Rondine also teaches computer skills to totally blind people. So I can have her elaborate a little bit more about that on the type of people she teaches and what are some of the challenges that she faces.
Yeah, so for a person who is blind, obviously the basic, you're not going to be able to see the screen, right? So we have screen readers. It's called JARS, and if you're low vision, it's called we enlarge the screen, like the lettering, so that they can be able to see and navigate. We show them how to, so as you're typing, you're hearing the letters, being talked back to you, and just shortcuts on the keyboard that can help you navigate the screen instead of using the mouse. So anything that you can do with the mouse, we teach you how to, just use the basic keys on the keyboard to get to those points that you need.
I'm with York College, CUNY. My name is Shannon. We represent the CUNY community where we offer bachelor's and master's programs. So if you're interested in aviation management, computer science, communication technology, nursing, occupational therapy, we have bachelor's degrees offered at York College. Yes. We, because it's a tech fair, we offer certain certification programs too, like aviation, aircraft dispatcher. We also have flight simulators and drone operations as well on campus. Come check us out.
We are so excited to have everybody here today. Welcome to the 2026 Queens Tech and Innovation Expo! Our Borough President, Donovan Richards, is all about making sure each and every one of you have access. And that starts with an invite to each of your guidance counselors, principals, vice principals, your networks, etc., to make sure that you are here to see, to hear, to learn, to grow, and to thrive. Because we believe that you are the future of work. Who else believes that? Raise your hand. This future of work is nothing short of tapping in to access to tech and innovation like never before. Agentic AI, quantum computing, holograms, all of the things that are necessary to build, grow, and thrive your networking ecosystem, but more importantly, Queens. Queens is depending on you. You are our future. You are the next resource to helping the ones behind you tap into what is next. So, today, at our Tech and Innovation Fair, we want to welcome and thank our New York Hall of Science for putting this on. Let's give it up.
My name is Frances Escano, and I would like to welcome you to the 4th Annual Queens Tech and Career Expo at the New York Hall of Science. New York, yes, give it up. We are New York's only hands-on science center. There's no better way to spark curiosity and talk about the future of technology than right here at NYSCI. For me, it's a true pleasure to introduce our next speaker. Yes. I'm going to age myself a little bit here, but we first met back when we were both staffers at the City Council. And it has been a distinct pleasure to witness his incredible journey since those early days. With watching his growth from a dedicated council member to now leading the world's borough has been truly inspiring. He has made expanding opportunities, closing the digital divide, and investing in the future of Queens the absolute heartbeat of his administration. Under his leadership, Queens is thriving as a global hub for innovation, workforce development, and inclusive economic growth. Please join me in giving a loud welcome to my borough president and a champion for this borough, Borough President Donovan Richards.
All right, well, good morning, Queens. How we feeling? Now, let me start by, of course, thanking Frances and the Hall of Science. And I always feel home here because as a kid from Southeast Queens, we didn't get out a lot, but this was where my first field trip was ever, and it was the Hall of Science, and I still have that memory, such a fond memory. So thank the Hall of Science for really opening the doors up today. I want to thank you. And let me see a quick show of hands. Who here is thinking about their future today? Wow. And you got up in this weather. Give yourselves a round of applause. But we're Queens tough, right? Like, we're not scared of snow, right? No. Now, for the kids who got spoiled with having a day off because now you go on the computer, do you know they used to send us to school in blizzards? All right. I'm aging myself. But let me say, today is really about access. Today is about opportunity. Today is really about opening doors for each and every one of you. And this is what we're doing at the Borough President's office every day. And I want to acknowledge two individuals who've really done the work day in and day out to really make sure we're closing the digital divide in our borough. And that is our Deputy Borough President, Ebony Young. Thank you. Donovan and Terrio, thank you. Because there's no I in team, and I can't do this work without them and the work and their foresight as well. And what we're doing in Queens is really setting the stage for the future. We're investing in workforce development, digital equity, and innovation so Queens residents can compete and win in the fastest growing industries in the world. And we're not only just doing that, we're putting our money where our mouth is. We've invested close to $126 million across Queens schools to make sure we can close the digital divide in a real way. And we're investing in a lot of STEM technology and hydroponics to make sure that you have access and that you're just not showing up to school and learning curriculum, but also application, right? We want you to feel and understand. So I was just out in Far Rockaway a few weeks ago where we opened a new robotics lab, for instance, Far Rockaway High School. We've done 3D printing. We're really investing because we want you to have the technology of tomorrow and to be able to really compete. And that means also bringing major employees and public agencies into Queens to create direct pipelines to jobs. And right now, we're doing a lot of work in the field of aviation. And of course, we love Aviation High School, but we're also investing in August Martin High School, where we're going to open a brand new aviation lab in a few weeks, to make sure that as we redevelop our airports, right? You think about LaGuardia Airport and JFK Airport being in our backyard. We want to make sure that those opportunities, especially as technology evolves in aviation, with the shortage, of course, of air traffic controllers, we want to make sure that there's opportunities there for you as well. So it's really about expanding access to technology, devices, and broadband as well. And I really want to thank AT&T as well for being here today because they're doing some phenomenal work across the borough as well. And it also means partnering with our schools, our nonprofits, and industry to offer training, mentorship, and real-world experience. Always remember, you want to get some real-world experience. It's very important to be textbook smart, but you also want to make sure that you can apply what you're learning in a textbook to the real world. And it means positioning Queens as well as a hub for AI, clean energy, advanced manufacturing, and emerging technologies. And in a few months, we're going to open a new tech hub, a global tech hub in Long Island City. And we plan to replicate this. And you know, we had the honor of traveling to Africa. I always talk about our trip to Africa, where we went and we were able to visit Nigeria. And Nigeria, for those who don't know, is the Silicon Valley of Africa. And one of the things we wanted to do is to sort of replicate some of what they were doing here, because we are the most diverse county in the United States of America, right? The most diverse in the world, actually. So you think about Queens, 190 countries, 360 languages and dialects are spoken in Queens, and that's reflective in this audience. So we want to make sure that we're solving, and what we got to see there is people are solving for the world's problems through technology advances. So we want to really, we know that we have leaders in each and every one of you. We want to solve for cancer. I think one young lady, before we were leaving, we were down at Google. She was developing a 3D prosthetic leg, right? And she was in her 20s. So we really can use technology to really try to solve for many of the issues, whether it's climate, right? We know that climate justice is something that we need to address across Queens. We know that we have a lot of challenges around housing, right? How do we tie in technology and also ensuring that we can resolve a lot of the affordable housing crisis we have in Queens. So there's a lot of advances we're going to need to work on as we move into closing the digital divide and making sure that you can step into the future careers of tomorrow. So whether that's AI, software engineering, clean energy, how many of y'all using AI? How many of you are cheating on your homework with AI? See, I love honesty. And they're smart because there's no lighting up there. That's good. But I literally say this at every graduation. You should thank AI. All right. But let me say this. AI is a tool, right? It's a tool. And one of the challenges we have to address, even as legislators, is making sure that the jobs of tomorrow, the city jobs of tomorrow that the Hall of Science so eloquently has an exhibit on, that you're not losing a job opportunity as well, right? So it's always a balance with AI, and you also want to be able to think on your own, because guess what? Didn't we do I didn't do it, a cell phone ban, right? All right. That's why it happened. Critical thinking, right? You want to be able to critical think. And then, you know, we talked about clean energy. We have the hip hop gamer here, gaming. How many people are into gaming? All right. So there's a future for gaming, and you're going to want to get to know this gentleman before you leave today. I was just on Hot 97 with him yesterday, promoting this event. So I really want to thank each and every one of you, for real, for honestly showing up. Because the first step to anything, if I could leave you with any advice as young people especially, is the first step is showing up and networking and getting to speak to people and meeting people you don't know perhaps, right? And being able to speak and have a conversation with them. So I know during COVID, there was a lot of isolation, and we got used to just being on our iPads, right? Playing Roblox probably, or Fortnite. Right? And now you could be in a room next to your friend and you're talking to your friend on the iPad, right? On FaceTime. So we want you to also be able to have those interpersonal skills as well. So this is why networking is so important. Before I get off the stage, I really want to thank our sponsors who made it possible today. Our New York Power Authority, who you're going to hear from. AECOM, who's doing some phenomenal work in the space at JFK redevelopment, which I get to oversee. REBNY, New York Hall of Science, AT&T. Anybody heard of Meta? Meta, thank you. Hip Hop Gamer, thank you. All-Star Code, WERULE. Queens Public Library. And I think I got this right. GAMR, GAMR? Gamer. Oh, is this you?
Another gamer.
Another gamer, thank you, another gamer. Because of these partners, each and every one of you will gain hands-on experience, meeting mentors and building real pathways to careers today. Today we really have an exciting lineup for you. We've got hands-on demos, we've got mentoring and career panels, we've got an AI hackathon, we've got a Street Fighter 6 gaming battle. I didn't even know they still have Street Fighter happening. Ready to battle? All right. Let's go, baby. We got a scavenger hunt where you can explore the Expo, earn points, and win prizes. So don't just walk through, participate. And my commitment is simple as your Queensborough president. My commitment is simple. In Queens, your zip code, your socioeconomic status should never be a determinant of your destiny. Never let anybody tell you you can't do it. And I'm the first to graduate high school in my family, the first to go to college. My father became a United States citizen in 2020, by the way. The first election you can vote in was mine for Borough President. But don't clap for him. I think he voted for Joe Adavo. I used to get my father trouble in Jamaica High School. That's a true story. But I say that to say, listen, it's not how you start. For those of you who may have challenges in school, especially my young men of color, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, all right? So never let how you start be a determinant on how you finish. And it's why I stand here as the first black man to be the borough president in 200 years. That being said, the future is not something we wait for. The future is something we build, and Queens is building it today with each and every one of you. Explore, learn, and most importantly, have a great time today. Thank you, congratulations in advance, our innovators of tomorrow. Thank you.
All right, yes. Leadership, commitment, grit. Let's give it up for Borough President Donovan Richards.
So the New York Power Authority, we provide 25% of the power to the state of New York. So when I hear things like AI is driven by robust data centers. Who provides that power for these data centers? Well, that's us. We're the New York Power Authority. I've been with the Power Authority just a couple of years. My background is in banking and finance, but I've been in technology for over 20 years. So to hear Deputy President talk about quantum computing, it just got me all excited, right? So it's AI today, quantum tomorrow, cloud computing was yesterday. But the point remains, you are the innovators of tomorrow. And it's important that we expose you to technology at a very young age. Now, how many of you guys are in the below the 10th grade? I didn't get my first computer until I was in the 11th grade, right? Definitely a bit of a divide there. But I loved how it was said earlier. It's not where you start, it's how you finish. Opportunities like this give you exposure to some of the latest and greatest technologies and innovation. Leverage this opportunity. Go around to the expos. I'm going to talk a little bit about the contributions that the Power Authority makes in various communities across the state, and where we look forward to partnering with communities just like this going forward to give you that exposure. Before I go any further, let me just take a moment and thank President Donovan Richards for having us today. Would not be here if not for you. And Deputy President Ebony Young, we appreciate you so much. Thank you for your partnership. This is a really amazing event. Thank you for that. I'd like to thank Senator Adabo. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much for having us today. We look forward to collaborating with you and telling your story, our story, and supporting the innovators of tomorrow. Thank you so much. A little more about NYPA. We're the largest public power organization in the country. We were founded in 1931 by Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and he wanted to leverage all these various waterways to harness power. Today we operate 17 generating facilities around the world, around the state, and we provide 25% of the state's power. Our mission is really about clean energy, right? Carbon-free energy to ensure we have a future for tomorrow. In large part, we deliver power that innovates tools like AI, advanced complex systems, a lot of these data centers. We leverage great technologies like AI, like robotics, like drones. I'm going to talk a little bit about that here in just a moment. In the city of Queens, we've deployed several solar panels to a lot of the schools. We've sponsored some of those installations at the airport. What did we do at the airport? We're building the largest state solar carport at JFK. We're really excited about that. If you live in Northeast Queens, you may have heard about Propel New York, which is providing upgrades to our transmission network. Some of the work we're also doing upstate in Albany that you may not have heard of, but I'll share a little bit with you. How many of you guys are familiar with the phrase digital twin? Have you ever heard about that, a digital twin? A little bit young to hear about that. What is a digital twin? So we have assets all over the state of New York. These assets collect, we deploy sensors and we collect all of this data about how people like you and hospitals and colleges, what are their electricity needs, their behaviors, their patterns. We collect that data and then we stand up a digital simulation called a digital twin. And we leverage that to forecast the capacity and the demand that's going to be needed on the grid. So why is that important today? Because electricity is important. It's its own industry of technology, right? We think of the Googles of the world, the Metas of the world, but we don't typically think of power. Power is really important to your technology. Power is really important to AI. We're commissioned by Governor Hochul to stand up a new nuclear facility in the next couple of years to empower things like nuclear data centers for AI. So we're really excited about that. More importantly, we're really excited about partnering in communities like Queens. Again, we have a large footprint upstate, but we're really excited about making getting involved, not just putting assets in communities like Queens, but really getting to know the community of Queens and really making investments into the future. I spoke a little bit with Deputy President Ebony about some of our workforce development, but we also offer internships for cybersecurity, engineering, project management. Some of these other functions and roles that you hear about at other large companies, keep the Power Authority in mind. Like, we have a lot of innovative things that we're doing. Hopefully someday, sometime, we can find a way to facilitate getting you guys up there to see some of these things. But we're right here in New York State. I believe I said 17 facilities all around the state. So keep us in mind. Stop by our table today. There's a guy by the name of Pete Kay. He's in an orange shirt. Tell him that Christy sent you. He'll tell you about some of our drones. We have drones, $100,000 drones that take thousands of photos at once, right? Thousands of photos, we aggregate them. We leverage it to help us with maintenance and predictive analytics and all that sort of thing. How many of you guys have a drone? Anybody have a drone, personal drone? Yeah, they can do some really cool stuff. So stop by the table so that you can see a commercial version of that. We have a dog named Gizmo. We didn't bring him out today. He's our robotic dog, but you'll see him. We'll bring him to some other events, then we'll share it with you. But pretty much, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for inviting us, and stop by the table.
On behalf of our team, I want to say how proud we are to be a part of the Queens Tech Expo. AECOM has a deep commitment to the Queens as well as New York City. We're honored to continue our partnership with Borough President Richards as well as Deputy Borough President Young, creating more opportunities to connect with students as well as the local community. At AECOM, we work on infrastructure projects that keep cities moving. As Borough President said, we work on airports, transit systems, as well as climate resilient neighborhoods. These accomplishments are only possible with people like you who were once curious about how things work and what they can become. That's why it's important for the next generation, why it matters so much to us to be here to support the next generation. This event is about opening doors and showing you that careers in engineering, technology, and design are powerful ways for you to shape the future, and it's all within your grasp. We're excited to learn and imagine what comes next together. Thank you all for being here. We look forward to connecting, and please enjoy the event.
I am a first-generation college student, immigrant from Poland, and I studied fashion design at Parsons. And when I graduated, I realized I wanted to be a tech founder, and the only reason I'm able to be a tech founder is because of my mentors. And actually, our most recent mentor is really crazy because he studied AI since the 80s, and he actually was the head of Google's AI public sector, and he kind of invented Gemini. So when we first talked to him, we kind of begged him for a meeting, and he was like, yeah, we'll talk to you. I don't really talk to startups. I'm too big for this, but sure, tell me what you're doing. And we told him about our vision. And at the end of the meeting, it ended up being an hour meeting instead of 30 minutes. He goes like, put me in your deck. I want to be your advisor. This is crazy. I'm going to help you with everything. And not only that, he actually ended up coding the app every single day, and he still does for like 3 hours. And his wife is probably like, what are you guys doing with this startup? But anyways, so the power of mentorship is incredible because a fashion girl can go to a tech founder, and now, we're working with this super insane guy that knows everything about AI. So he's actually mentoring on our app today. So first, we have a bunch of panels, right? So it's supposed to be 11, it's going to be 11-ish. We have a panel about what is a mentor and why does it matter. Then at 12, we have building confidence and belonging. And one we have from school to tech, a bunch of people talking about how to get a job in tech. And then for the month of February, the whole month, you'll be able to book a free mentor on our app. So please come. It's by the entrance, right? That's what it is? It's by the entrance. Just come chat with us. Even if you're too shy, don't worry. I always say we're all teddy bears, so we'll help you to get mentors. We got you. Thank you so much.
My name is Shay. I'm co-founder and CTO at GAMR. We build technology of the intersection of gaming, community, and opportunity. We are arguably the largest gaming infrastructure on the continent of Africa. This is my fourth time here. I remember the first time when we met and just facilitated this, and he was very grateful for facilitating the conversation that took the borough president and his team to Lagos, Nigeria. Pretty much, I was pretty excited for that. Now, my job as the CTO is a lot of social programming, engineering, and gaming gave me my own pathway. My mom told me I can make money playing video games, and I'm out here building a gaming company. We have over 700,000 gamers in our platform, span across 20 countries from Africa to America. And we've paid over $1 million in prizes for tournaments. One keynote in Africa, we host the biggest gaming tournament called GAMR, and where we have over 7,000 gamers competing for $15,000 in prizes. So it is huge back on the continent, and glad to continue to expand and collaborate with the Queensborough and the team here. So one of the things and I wanted to mention is, how many of you guys have scanned the code and then put in your information? All right, so I want to talk a bit very quickly about that and why it's important for you. We're in the space of AI right now. Gaming gave me my path, and I started learning software engineering. The platform you guys are using, I coded that in 4 days. typically this would take months, right? And I think we have over 200 people who have registered. So you're going to be scanning codes, and all of that is being powered by this young person here. So all of that is to challenge you guys. Is you don't have to wait to build. The tools are in your hands, and obviously I'm a good supporter. So if you see me anywhere, please reach out to me and connect if you'd like to learn more about how to start your journey. Thank you. Thank you for that.
So the reason why I am calling these people up is because what we're doing today is all about partnership, and that partnership is also about thinking about ways that we give back to the community through the social responsibility lens. So whenever, and you're going to talk about this, whenever you are doing anything in your field of work through tech, never forget the people. I'm going to be quiet. Never forget the people. And that is something Donovan Richards, our borough president, is a staunch advocate of. So if we're going to do something and we're going to do it well, we're never forgetting the people. Thank you, Donovan, for that. So this is why we have this. The reason why we don't forget the people is because AT&T, Queens Economic Development Corporation, and our District 28 superintendent all came together and said, there are students, families, and people in these schools that need laptops. They go home and they're operating on their phones. But they need something that they can get in the grit with and do their homework and get things in on time. And AT&T said, me, we're here. Let's give it up for AT&T. We're going to call JohnREmra, president of AT&T, to say a few words.
Good morning. I'm going to be brief. I didn't get told I have 90 seconds, but I think I probably have 90 seconds. It's a pleasure to be here. I want to thank Donovan and Ebony for the work you do every day. Appreciate it so much. I want to thank Queens EDC for being our partner. Ben is here someplace.
Yes.
I know.
Ben needs to come up to the stage.
Yeah, come on up, Ben. I want to say, I'll just say briefly, part of the reason why we're doing this today, it's all about how we close the digital divide.
That's right.
Jonathan earlier, I have to say, he made a guy who works at a telecom company pretty happy when he asked you all to put up your cell phones. If y'all want to go buy another one and hold up two, that would make me happy too. But he was right. The digital divide is an urgent thing we need to solve in America. It is one of the things that is where AT&T has focused all of its philanthropic giving over the last couple of years and for the years to come is all focused on closing the digital divide. Because there are far too many Americans who don't have the ability to be able to get online. And if you can't get online in this day and age, then you are going to get left behind. And that is just not okay.
That's right.
In this day and age. So we've had an ongoing effort. I think at this point we've donated thousands of laptops throughout New York. We've opened 13 what we call connected learning centers in New York State, one in every one of the 5 boroughs in New York, including here in Queens. They pull together and they provide connectivity, digital literacy, and computers so folks can use them. And this morning we're going to provide laptops to some folks in need. So I'm so happy to do that. We're happy to partner with Ebony and with Donovan and with EDC to be able to make this happen. And I just want to echo one other thing. I know someone earlier said, I think Donovan said, the first thing you need to do is show up, right? That's really, really important. We're happy to invest today in providing laptops to so many of you because you're showing that you're investing in yourself by being here. And we're going to match that investment in a very, very small part. So thank you all. It's a pleasure to be here.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So as the district superintendent, it's my job to ensure that our students have access. District 28 is a great district. However, it can be greater with collaboration. And I want to thank Donovan Richards for his continued collaboration with District 28 and the families. So together we can make District 28 the great 28. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Deputy. All right, so this is our inaugural Tech Equity Champion Award. Does anybody know what that is? No. So it's somebody who champions equity for our underserved communities in technology and innovation. And it is, no surprise, it is Danny Rojas. Give him a huge round of applause. Come on up, Danny. Danny is from All Star Code. He has served as the Executive Director of All Star Code for over a decade. We've worked with him at this expo for over 4 years. They've been our partner from the very, very beginning. Danny is such a true champion of technology, and here to accept the award for our inaugural Queens Tech Equity Champion Award is Danny Rojas.
Thank you so much. I'm humbled to be honored and to be the inaugural recipient of this award. Huge thank you to the Queens Borough President and their incredible team. Shout out to the Queens Borough President's office, please, for putting this together. We know Queens is the most diverse county, zip, etc. in the world, and that is our strength. And what's more important is that Queens, particularly, that we try to continue to create more access to opportunity, more access to whether it's digital devices, AI, etc. It's important because the creativity, the humanity, all of the things that you guys are thinking about, the ideas, they get enabled with technology, through technology, and that's really, really important. I want just to share All-Star Code. We're excited to be here. We have a table. We have been working and serving the community since 2013. We've impacted 9,000 learners, 2,000 that have gone through our summer intensive program. For those that are interested, please, we are recruiting and we're signing folks up. We provide opportunities at the intersection of technology and entrepreneurship. Super excited to also share that we'll be at the Super Bowl next week. We are actively doing hackathons and working with a range of different partners, and we're just excited. We believe in youth, and what's important here is Queens is the place. Queens is where all these ideas, it's where you're going to start a startup. It's where it's what we call home. So with that, thank you so much. Have a great time, and please take advantage. The fact that you're here says everything. Thank you.
Let's go, GAMR!
Queens, give the money one time. You already know what it is. I'm the GOAT of the game, Hip Hop Game of Hot 97. Now, y'all just saw that video, you know what I'm saying? This is my gaming program, Play Niggas, where kids get a chance to get paid $100 an hour, you know what I'm saying, per session to learn about different video games, play them and do reports. But now, for the first time ever, right? You know what I'm saying? For the first time ever, my brother Donovan I put him in his very first video game. I'm here right here. Put him in his very first video game. We're about to see Unit Football League 2 right now. Run that joint, son. That's my song too. Let's get it, baby.
Open up your mouth, open up your access, don't be afraid. If you need me to help you or any one of our staff members here to articulate a message for you, we are here. Get to that mentorship program, get to the AI hackathon, and have a great time. Let's go, Expo time!
So, just wanted to mention, this is the schedule. So the Expo is going to be open. We've got a hackathon, we've got a mentoring lounge. But this is really important. You can win prizes. So, scan the QR code if you haven't already. Thank you to Shady. And this is what it looks like. So once you download, you'll get this screen. And we're on. All right, enjoy the expo!